Is there a more depressing sight than the bottom of your cup? Well, probably, but you're looking forward to more refreshing beverage? I don't think so. Hey, it's LJ and welcome to another episode of LJ Reacts. For those of you who are unaware, this is my little YouTube channel where I'm going back through time trying to catch up with moments in pop culture that seemingly have passed me by, but through mostly my 20s and my 30s. My focus was on paying the rent, as you do. So yeah, I'm just kind of continuing with this channel just to try and catch up on certain aspects of pop culture that I seem to have missed. Yeah, so this December I'm just going through a load of my backlog when it comes to requests. So that is what I'm doing today. You can submit your own requests by chucking it in the comments below. It gives me ideas of what people want on the channel, and yeah, I'm getting certainly some interesting ones from what is being said in recent comments. I mean, if you want to help out the channel in other ways, don't forget you can tick that like button. You can watch the video to the end. You can subscribe, and if you subscribe, ring the bell, because then you actually get notifications when the videos go up, as opposed to maybe getting notifications when the video goes up. And of course you can share, because if you like it and you share it and someone else sees it and they like it and they share it, that grows the community, which brings more people here, which gives me more motivation to do this. And I think I said on a previous video, if I gain another 100 or so viewers in the next few weeks or so, I'll probably double my content output, just really as a thank you, because if you're subscribing and sticking around, it's obviously something I'm doing right. Whether it's my shameless transitions to that social media page, I'll do the link tree just because I always do, and I'll do the tip jar because yeah, I'm looking at an empty cup right now, which I'd rather be full, but times are tough for us YouTubers, especially when we're only just starting out on the channel. Okay, with all the Tiny Tim sad story at Christmas, I will move it on to the next. Let's move it on to what we are discussing today. As I've stated on the last couple of videos, start of December I'm doing all requests, and the last two have turned out fantastically. Apparently I'm doing something you people like, which it makes me very happy, because it means that I'm getting the much needed attention that I feel I deserve. So what you will about, so at my channel there's a level of honesty here that you don't always get with other YouTube channels. We are all narcissists to a degree. So one of my lesser watched videos a couple of months ago, I did the Venus Girls, which nice little rock bands, I believe from, if I remember right, the Midlands or Yorkshire or that part of the world. Yeah, and one of the requests on there was from Vinny E. So Vinman, this is for you. He's one of the guys, one of the many people who requested I do the warning, which I did. I have 3 fantastic videos up already. If you're Warning fans, check those out. You know what? Chances are they won't be my last, because you people seem to like them. So I will be revisiting them at some point in the not too distant future. Probably, yeah, someone in the new year. I'll do 1 or 2 more at least. Another band he suggested, 'cause he gave me 3 or 4 examples to sort of have a look, was a bit more local than my last couple of acts. Obviously I did a couple of J-rock bands in Love Bites and Bandmade. Instead, I am going, instead of going all the way east, I'm going slightly to the west of me. And it is a duo from Ireland, the country of my people. Well, I say that. The only member of my family I know to actually have a Wikipedia page is on Wikipedia for being the first person tried in an Irish court for committing crimes overseas. So, yeah. Well, for anyone wondering why I live in Essex, it's a case of just trying to put some distance between me and that reputation. But moving on from politics, which, as many people pointed out, divides the audience. But it's something I always seem to drift onto, not always intentionally either. I am here to talk about Dea Matrona, who is a duo of ladies from the Emerald Isle. They, like I said, I've done like with all bands I'm not really familiar with. I've done a quick skim read of the Wikipedia and just thought, I kind of know where they're coming from. Let the music do the talking. So for those who've never heard of Dea Matrona, they started out a few years ago as a busking duo. Then they switched between bass and lead guitar duties because, well, when they were busking, bass guitars are pretty freaking heavy. So split the duty. One of their little sisters did drums for a little bit. I believe she might actually be on this track. It's because the track was released about the time she left the band. Currently, they don't have a permanent drummer, so any drummers in the Ireland area looking for a band, I don't know if they're looking for a permanent drummer, but it's worth thinking about. So yeah, Dea Matrona done a couple of EPs, and this track is off their self-titled EP released last year. They did a limited release on physical CD, which was all signed, and yeah, so this track was also given away as a download with anyone who bought that from their shop. Another cool thing that I sort of noticed on the Wikipedia page is that Jim Fitzpatrick, that's his name, is a guy who designs a lot of their logos. You may not know the name, but you'll know the name he is most closely associated with, because that is the Irish legends that are Thin Lizzy. Who doesn't love a bit of Phil in it? So yeah. Like I said, I don't know what to expect from these guys, but the Vin man, when he posted his comment, said they do some pretty awesome covers, and some of their other stuff is pretty good. So I'm trying out, like I said, Red Button, because that's the one that's suggested on the website. So I've spoken long enough. I know that irritates some of you, but that is the format I've chosen. So yeah, here goes. Okay, here we are with Dea Matrona and Red Button. Just hear that sort of nice little bass intro, and I'm just instantly thinking Waterloo Sunset by the Kinks.
My mama, she used to say, God is a woman, she won't let sinners away. My sister, she used to cry, thinking of people who know that they should die. I think the writing's on the wall, I see it all. Tell me who's gonna hit the red button? Who's gonna hit the red button? Knock us down, wipe us out. Who's gonna save us? Tell me who's...
Ooh, so... as people stated in the past, I do get quite political with some of these, but this one is that's kind of screaming politics on the sleeve there. They're talking about the literal red button of nuclear destruction by the sounds of it. So yeah, it's feel like it's going to be one of them videos. Also, the line about God being a woman, that's to flash me back to Dogma, the Kevin Smith film, which I believe I've quoted in a previous video I had. Random Dogma clip just drop in. Won't be doing that though, because
Who's gonna save us? Tell me who's gonna hit the red button? Who's gonna hit the red button? Knock us down, wipe us out. Who's gonna save us now? I see faces in the night. You tell me not to worry, I can't fight the fight. I ain't losing all I got. I'm close to the end, but it's a new day we have. I think the writing's on the wall, I see it all. Tell me who's gonna hit the red button? Who's gonna hit the red button? Knock us down, wipe us out. Who's gonna save us? Tell me who's gonna hit the red button? Who's gonna hit the red button? Knock us down, wipe us out. Who's gonna save us now? Do I wanna see the end? I can't feel it in my bones. Darkness comes to take a hand.
oh, that's a nice change up of pace right there. I don't know. The sort of duet they're going with there, that's sort of where they've kind of jumped up a little bit. That's it sounds like they've gone slightly higher, but sort of softened the way they're singing. I'm not sure how to describe that one.
Darkness comes to take a hand. Fire burning in the storm. Do I wanna see the end? Think my judgment day will come. Looking for an ever after I can find. Who's gonna hit the red button? Who's gonna hit the red button? Knock us down, wipe us out. Who's gonna save us? Tell me who's gonna hit the red button? Who's gonna hit the red button? Knock us down, wipe us out. Who's gonna save us now?
Who is going to save us now? That's an interesting question. The obvious answer is America, but through their proxy wars, they seem to be the ones who are causing this, and it's no. This is not. I'm not going to get political on this. This is not the video for it. Which is a shame because I am enjoying the tune actually. I've sort of said in the past my love for quite heavily bass-led stuff because I feel the bass guitar as an instrument is underappreciated just by most people. I think Duff McKagan had a quote, something to the effect of, if 100 people at a music show, 99 wouldn't really pick up on the bass, and the one who does is a bass player, which is true. It's also a shame because when a proper bass-led rhythm is can really sort of sink in your mind. While lead guitar sounds awesome, bass guitar, the sort of bass lines really kind of they're the ones that can really sort of settle in and stick with you, really just lead the direction of the melody.
Who's gonna save us now?
Nice little backing out there. Right, that's that done with. Let's give it some final thoughts, shall we? Well, that was short and sweet. That was not a bad introduction, I don't think. For like I said, I really loving that bass line there. Really, the intro definitely for me drew sort of instant sort of imagery of the Kinks' Waterloo Sunset. And yeah, who doesn't love a bit of the Davis Brothers, eh? But yeah, I mean, how do I rank it as a song? It's not like a massive banger, but it's definitely one that's sticking in my head. I can sort of kind of hear it just. I feel that's going to sort of stick with me for the next few days, even if I don't sort of listen to it in that time. I've always said my favourite sort of setup for a band is the 5-piece. A lot of my favourite bands are 5-piece bands, from Iron Maiden, AC/DC, Frank Turner and the Sleeping Souls. I mean, there are, but a lot of more sort of traditional musicians always go towards sort of more 3-piece bands, which I get. You know, there's a quote out there about how if you can't strip a song down to like its most base level, that it can't really be a good song. You know, if you can't just have like a vocalist and an instrument, then you know the song's not really that great because it requires too much to be considered good. And I guess 3-piece are kind of slightly above that. You know, you've got the instrument, the vocalist, and an additional rhythm section. So yeah, and yeah, a song like this definitely sort of shows, you know, you don't need more than like I said on the Wikipedia page, it said, you know, they only using session drummers at the minute, but there's still obviously a drum presence there, as well as the guitar and the bass and the 2 vocalists. So yeah, again, basic 3-piece setup. For a overall ranking, I mean, like I said, I definitely, I'm up for hearing more of this. If there's anyone out there who knows this band and wants me to check out any of either their originals or sort of go into the archives, dig up some of the covers that first got them noticed, feel free to let me know, chuck it down in the comments there. But if I do my traditional out of 10 thing, I'm going to say 6 out of 10, which sounds kind of harsh, but at the end of the day, I've been listening to a lot of good tracks this sort of last 6 months or so. So this one, it's just not touching. I mean, that's not a knock on the girls here. It's more just a case of I've listened to new stuff from the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. You've got to go, son, to really sort of get away from it. And also Queen, you know, acts like that are legendary acts, so they're what are most present in my mind, so that's what anyone's got to hold up against. But no, 6.5 I don't think is bad for a band that's not even released a full album yet. So yeah, I'm be interested in sort of hearing more of their stuff. And again, if there's any stuff you want to hear about me hearing, chuck in the comments below. And with that, I should start wrapping up. Don't forget that, as well as commenting. You can like, you can share, you can subscribe, ring the bell. You can like the socials, you can check out all my projects on the link tree, and you can chuck the spare for change in the tip jar. And more than that, you can check out my channel. There is videos every Monday and Thursday, except when there isn't. And when that happens, I generally squeeze out another one the next week to try and make up for it. So yeah, till then, that's all I got for you now. Been LJ. It's been emotional.
Tell me who's gonna hit the red button? Who's gonna hit the red button? Knock us down, wipe us out. Who's gonna save us? Tell me who's gonna hit the red button? Who's gonna hit the red button? Knock us down, wipe us out. Who's gonna save us now?
Alright, here we are, Dea Matrona with red button, and here I'm about to push the button as the Sugar Babes said. I think it was Sugar. You know, I start a link and suddenly realise I don't know if it's accurate. Every time I sit down, there's that paranoia that I turn the camera on, and then I sort of check and it is on. And I wonder if that paranoia is more just fear I actually did turn it on and someone's actually going to see the result.